Well, at the end of yesterday's transfer special, I declared that this is the best squad I've ever put together at home. Now we need to prove it at the start of the new season. Hello and welcome to part 140 of It's Coming Home. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have the first two games of the new Premier League season. We're at home against Wolves and away against Fulham. And I've tweaked the tactics slightly. We're still doing the diamond, don't worry. We were never letting the diamond go away. But these new midfielders we've brought in, Jimenez and Thompson, they're both great, but they don't quite fit into the system we were using before. Jimenez wants to be a central midfielder on defend. He's not great at doing anything else. If this doesn't work out, I'll just stick him to be a Carralero probably, or a box-to-box midfielder. But for now, I'm thinking, let's have quite a defensive midfield three to try and protect the back two while these two really push on. Make Chernyshov more attacking, because Chernyshov wants to be an advanced playmaker on attack. So rather than having him as an attacking midfielder on support, get him doing what he really wants to be doing. And Thompson is a natural anchor man, so he's going to naturally fall a little bit further back anyway. Again, we could switch him up to be a Segundo Volante, but full disclosure, I don't really know what that is. It just seems confusing. So we've got the option to switch back if need be, but I'm thinking this is going to keep him very deep. He's going to be doing lots of tackling. He's going to sit fairly deep and try and set up play for these two pushing on and the three ahead of him. And those three are in full-on attack mode. That's the plan. So let's go and put it to the test against Wolves. We've got Saidi in goal, a back four of Candemil, Sands, Lee and Riviere, with Thompson at the base of the midfield, Bishop and Jimenez in front of him, Chernyshov in behind Kano and new boy Akamo. I can't believe these two have both come from the same club, 2 years apart, both come through Las Palmas, both the same age, and they're called Kano and Akamo. I mean, one of them two's got to change their name, surely. This is just going to get confusing. But let's see which one of them's the best one today. And then whoever has the poorer game has to change their name. I think that's reasonable. Kano's now not particularly impressed, presumably, because you'd think the guy who'd been here 2 years would get to keep his name. Right. I do expect a win today. I know Wolves have been a good team over the last however many years in this save, but we're getting better and better all the time. We qualified for the Europa League through the league last season. You've got to think that we're pushing for top 6 this year. We've spent a lot of money again. We have improved the squad. We're aiming top 6. If we have a really, really good start, we might even start aiming for silly things beyond that. But, I mean, that's not a good start, is it? We're hoping for top 6 and we've just conceded a goal from miles out. It wasn't even a particularly good shot. Saidi's view is blocked by 2 Wolves players stood right in front of him, I might add. But that makes things a little bit trickier on this first day of the season. Let's have some passion straight away. This isn't how this episode was supposed to go. We were supposed to have a flying start, win our first 10 games, and then qualify for the Champions League this year. That was the gamble I made. And it doesn't seem to be working because Wolves are on the attack again. And I don't know how I feel about the new midfield. It's not creating anything. We're not getting the ball forward. I've written it off after 35 minutes. I've spent all this money on players. I'm playing them in their natural position, and I've given them 35 minutes and decided it's not working. Can we just acknowledge the excellent save Saidi just made as well? That was superb. And now they have a corner. We attempt to clear, and I don't know what Akamo's doing there. And we had 4 players chasing their player there. That just seems unnecessary. Why don't we just try defending like normal people rather than charging around like lunatics? And let me know, does an anchorman and a central midfielder on defend, do they do the same thing? Am I replicating a job with having those two doing the instructions that I've got them on? I think I want Jimenez to be a box-to-box midfielder or a Carralero. I think I'm going to change him almost immediately. And I don't like having 2 playmakers in the team because Miles told me not to do that. Right, let's show me something different in the second half. And what I want you to do, gentlemen, is Chernyshov can be the playmaker. But these two, I want them much more mobile. So he can still stay forward. He can still stay back. I want these two to run about a bit and actually just run. I want midfield. I want mobile midfielders who are going to run around a bit and make something happen for us. Candermill with the tackle there, a little bit risky when he's on a yellow card. You don't want to get sent off on your debut, but yellow card's not going to stop him from lunging into a slide tackle, clearly, because he's going to be a superstar for us. Chernyshov can't quite win the header, and now Candermill's going to be under pressure again, but the ball comes across, and we're a little bit lucky to still only be 1-0 down. That shot's hit the sort of inside top corner of the goal, crossbar and post by the looks of it, and somehow not ended up in the back of the net. Thompson now with a crunching tackle, and Wolves are in a shooting position again, and it's Riviere who's almost scored an own goal, but Saidi has made another superb save. That's 2 excellent saves in this match. It's just a shame he was beaten the way he was. Bishop not playing very well. Curti can come on and run about a bit. Same with Jimenez, really. Dobson is the other new boy. I mean, those two are natural doing exactly this. So they're not as good ability-wise, but they do fit exactly into what I want in that midfield. So it would be mad if they ended up being the midfield partnership. They won't end up being, I don't think they'll end up being the midfield partnership. Right, Chernyshov's come very deep here to try and get something going. Dobson, ball over the top for Candermill to chase. He plays it into Kano. Kano straight at the keeper, but Akamo, t'other one, has got the equaliser on 71 minutes. Got to change somebody's name. Oh, name suggestions down in the comments, please. It's breaking my mind already. Kano and Akamo. Nonsense. It's 1-1 though, with 20 minutes to go. We're right back in this, boys and girls. And let's not ignore the contribution Dobson made to that goal. Chernyshov with the corner. Falls to Curti from range. And their keeper makes a good save. We've looked better in this second half. I don't know if it's the personnel change or the little tactical tweak. Have we just won a penalty? No. Sands, in fact, has given away a free kick. But it's with us again. Sands shouldn't be taking throw-ins over there. We need to sort our set pieces. Is probably something I need to have on a t-shirt because it happens so often. Riviere with a wonderful cross. That cross was absolutely perfect. It splashed up at the bottom saying it's a sensational piece of play, and it really was. Look at this cross. It had to be inch perfect from there, and he's just laid that into the path of Kano, and it's 2-1 to home on 77 minutes. And that cross, I mean, that cross was just delicious. I would happily marry that cross. It was so delightful. Right, Lee can come off. Van der Horst can come on. And we just need to hold on now. That cross. Oh, my word, that cross. Have you ever seen a better cross in all of professional football? Ever. There's never been a better cross. Oh. Right, Wolves, probably with the last attack of the game, and Candermill still on a yellow card, and he's given away a penalty. He's going to get sent off. We need the little telly to double save us here. Oh, he hasn't been sent off, but we have given away the penalty. Saidi, make your third awesome save of the match. Make yourself a hero again. And he doesn't. I was convinced he would. I've seen him save like 3 penalties last year. Utterly convinced he was going to save that one. I guess it's nice to have confidence in your keeper. He wasn't far away from it either. It was a very good penalty. 2-2, on reflection, based on how poor we were in that first half, 2-2 is probably a fair result. That being said, if we want to go and grab an immediate winner, I'm not going to argue. Candermill with the cross. Akamo is there. It ends up with Riviere. Dobson, back to Riviere. Foul, anybody? No. Ball's gone over the top. Van der Horst heads it back again. Now we'll have the whistle. We'll take the 2-2 at this point. Dobson makes a tackle. Keep your whistle in your pocket, ref. Get your whistle back out. Whistle away. Oh, my word. It's turned into a basketball game. And now Wolves are just knocking it around amongst their back four, and that is the opportunity for the referee to blow the final whistle. Like I say, I think it was a fair result. It stings a bit how it happened, but we were really poor in that first half. That midfield shape we started in did not seem to work at all. Right, no changes to the personnel. I have tweaked the instructions to have Bishop as a Mazzala, Jimenez as a Carrilero. What is a Carrilero? I know I've used them before. More often than not utilised in the midfield 3. or one of two central midfielders and a diamond midfield. Defensive midfield and, so basically a box-to-box midfielder that moves side to side. Okay, that's exactly what I want. And a Mezzala I know we've been using a lot. But so I think Carrilero kind of goes across like that, whereas he's going to go up and down sort of diagonally and move into space, and a box-to-box midfielder would go back and forward like that. That's my understanding of it. Let's see if it works. We're away against Fulham. Were Fulham in the Premier League last year? I don't remember playing Fulham recently. I guess they probably were. But let's... I do expect to win tonight. We've changed so much. Remember the days when we used to go into every game telling them we were the underdogs, and now I'm expecting to win every match. Certainly against the likes of Wolves and Fulham I am, that's for sure. We want to be a Champions League team inside 2 years. There's our new goal. Champions League in 2 years. If not this season, next season. We hit the Champions League. And then there's no looking back from there. The save will be done in 6 seasons. That might be a little ambitious. I think I don't know. How soon from this point do you think we could realistically be challenging for the Champions League? Bearing in mind how long it took with Sevilla. I think from the moment we first qualified with Sevilla in Non-League to Legend, it was probably 5 seasons before we won it, I think. So, I think qualify this season or next, win it within 5 years of qualifying for it for the first time, seems doable. But we've got to stop doing stuff like that. Watch this be the year we get relegated now. I think we've got the best team we've ever had, but we've got the Europa League first year in the group stages curse. Plus, we're struggling in our first 2 games against weaker teams. We'll get relegated and I'll get fired, and then the series will end that way. Oh, that would be hideous. Imagine if after all this, it ended with me being fired. The board have got quite high expectations for me this year as well. They're expecting a top half finish. They're expecting second knockout round of the Europa League, quarterfinals of the Cups. Long gone are the days where I could get relegated and be fine. If we have a dodgy start to this season, they're going to be having a word with me. Right, assertive. Everyone needs to dig in and win this match. This is not okay. Let's shuffle the midfield around again. Go back to what was working last year. So that's him there. Him like that. And then he can be... I mean, he can probably stay as a Carrilero, I guess. Do that. Right, maybe this will work. We'll get this midfield working. We've got new personnel in there. It's gonna take a little bit of time to work out how to get the best out of this combination of players. I think we've got better players this year. We just need to work out how to get them all playing together. Candemill has looked good. He's been one of the bright hopes of these first couple of bright points. He's looked very good up and down that left-hand side. Similarly to how last summer I said Saidi, we had our forever goalkeeper. We have our forever left-back now, I think. And probably our forever centre-back partnership. Riviere might not quite be there as a right-back forever. Akamo's not played well, so Dragovic can come on for his first game of the season. Jimenez struggling to get himself into this team, so Curti can come on for him and show me why Curti should be starting, just like he was last season. Let's demand more. And it's Chernyshov with the free kick, and Bishop hits the post. If you're wondering where Manu is, by the way, he's injured at the moment. That's why he's not been any part of these first couple of episodes. I've not just forgotten he exists. He's going to be out for the first month or so of the season. Chernyshov. What can we do? Shall we have a look at the new French wonder kid? See if he's any good. Can either of these two players a complete forward properly? In fact, he can quite confidently. So, Cheraldini gets to come on for the last 10 minutes. Let's see if he's any good. Demand more. We've got to at least grab an equaliser. Come on, lads. Chernyshov. The cross comes in from... I don't even know who that was from. Was that Curti? Or no, Dragovic is number 11, isn't he? What was he doing all the way back there? He should have been on the end of the cross. And that's really poor defending. Forget those two being my permanent centre-back partnership. We'll get a better one day. Bishop, ball over the top. This is what we've missed when he's not been playing as a playmaker. Unfortunately, nobody chases it. But now Curti, in an attacking position, plays it into Dragovic, and Dragovic scores. We're going over to the little telly. Are we even going to the little telly? Has it been? It's just been disallowed. I'm not happy about that. That felt like a goal to me. It didn't look offside. Right, well, we still need an equaliser then. Riviere to Bishop. Chernyshov. Candemil's there on the overlap if we need to use him. Curti back to Bishop again. Back to Curti. Riviere's there on this side as well. We've got men lining up in the middle. Dragovic can't quite get a proper connection on it. And the ball is cleared towards our left-hand side. Candemil is back covering. Sams is drifted back into position finally as well. But they have hit us on the counter-attack. And that's that. That's been a terrible, terrible start to the new season. Yikes. I don't want to see your dirty, dirty replay. Chernyshov will score here and it won't count for anything. No one cares if we get a goal here. Let's just not bother. I think we've been ruined. Dragovic has been... That was superb from Dragovic. Properly tracking back. He's not given up. That's the kind of tackle that makes me want to play him more often. So I think I might just... Chernyshov. Back to Thompson. Thompson to Chernyshov again. Chernyshov to Bishop. Bishop from miles out hits the top of the goal. I mean, we've played well today. We just haven't had any luck go our way. It's the same old story from the last however many seasons. We look like a good team. We just don't have a prolific striker. It's going to be the way until Mira is able to play for us. Our Brazilian wonder kid who has now gone out on loan to a Dutch team. Our Dutch feeder team, apparently, that I remember getting a couple of years ago and then forgetting I had. But it's a long time to get a work permit. I don't think we've solved the striker problem this summer, have we? That's problematic. Let's lose my patience with them after that result. And I guess we'll just be back for the first Europa League game. We can't miss the first Europa League games. We'll do the first Europa League game and Tottenham, I guess, tomorrow. I'm glum now. After that, I was convinced that was going to be a positive, excitable start to the season, and it was rubbish. If you have enjoyed it, though, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.